What's up, everybody?
I'm Jackson.
And I'm Kenny.
And we are
JK Builders. We would just like to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to our channel and followed along. We very much appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It helps us out a ton. Don't forget that we are still going to be giving away the Lego Ideas Vintage Car Set. As soon as we hit 100 subscribers, we will do a live video and draw one lucky winner that will receive this set for free. So make sure you do that. Again, we appreciate all of you for your support, and we look forward to making many more videos in the future. Today we're doing a review of Poe Dameron's X-Wing Fighter from Star Wars Lego. Jackson, why don't you break down the box for us?
Well, it's 9 plus. The item number is 75273, and it is 761 pieces.
Cool. What minifigs does it come with?
Poe Dameron, Janna, a Knight of Ren, and R2-D2.
Cool. So we did start building this one as part of our very first live build. Hopefully you all joined us for that or checked it out since we posted that just the other day. So this one is very similar to past X-Wings. Just a few distinct changes. Obviously the color is much different than any that they've done before with the orange and the white. On the box here we got the X-Wing with Poe inside, deep in space. You got a planet back here in the background. You got a couple of TIE fighters shooting at Poe. One over here has exploded. You got the Kylo Ren box art. This is an episode 9 set. This is one of the ways, or if not the only way, to get that Knight of Ren. I meant to go back and check to see if we had that one with another set, and I didn't. So we will follow up on that. Obviously, this one also has R2 that can fly along. Couple different features as far as the mechanics of opening and closing the wings into fight position, or what is it called? Attack position.
Attack mode.
Attack mode as opposed to just normal mode. Over here on the back it shows you how that happens. Shows you where R2 goes, shows you the spring-loaded shooters as well as the stud shooters. Shows you how the landing gear works. It does come with a little ladder for Poe to climb up into his ship with, which is kind of different. And then you got the Knight of Ren here firing his blaster towards Janna. So anyway, that is the box. Let's check out the instruction book. Here's the instruction book. So a pretty decent sized book, nothing too fancy. This one has 118 pages. Nothing in the front that distinguishes it apart from any other instruction book. Was a pretty fun build. I enjoyed it. Jackson helped me with the first half, and then he finished it off the last 2 wings. So we kind of built it together, but he finished it off by himself. Anyway, let's check out the set and see what we think. Okay, so here it is, the X-Wing Fighter, Poe Dameron's X-Wing Fighter. We'll just give it a quick look over to see all the details. Over here you got the ladder for him to climb up into it. We'll move that aside. On the back you got the engines. For some reason they're purple. I'm not sure how well that kind of fits into the color scheme, but you got a little gear here on the back. Over here you got the big old guns that go off of the wings. You got the spring-loaded shooters that hang off of the sides. The engines on the front. Over here you have the stud shooters on each side of the aircraft. Spacecraft, I guess. Not aircraft. You got another spring-loaded shooter on this side with, of course, these big guns as well. I do like the look of the set overall. This is one that like I mentioned, I put off buying just because I have that X-Wing back there, I believe was from 2016. And it is very, very similar. There are a few differences, color being the first and foremost, but also the mechanics of how the wings open is a little bit different on that one than it is on this. I think I like this one a little bit better as far as the actual finished product goes. Obviously, I'm not crazy about the orange color scheme, but that is what it is. Jackson, why don't you show us how the mechanics of the wings work?
Well, the mechanics of the wings, so you have to lift it up like always, and then you just push this, and it locks in.
Yeah, so it does have the rubber bands, just like previous sets. The rubber bands on each engine, the front and the back. Let's show the back rubber bands. Those are kind of how they flip into place and then lock into place. And then how do you close them back up again?
You just take it and push it back to where it was.
So you can either do that, or there is also a lever on the bottom. So lift it back up again.
So when you open it,
there is this piece on the bottom
where you
can push that up and they'll close as well. Jackson just shot himself. Gotta be careful over there on the side. So I think that the reason that they put that on, open them back up, is so that when it lands, it can go back into normal flight position, but maybe not, because it fires off the spring-loaded shooters when it does. So, but it is cool. They give you those two different options as far as retracting the wings. The one on the bottom, where you can just flip the thing on the top back in reverse of how you opened them up. So let's look at the front of the ship. Has a nice tiled off look. I do like that. The cockpit does have the printed shield here, which is nice. No stickers on that. On the inside of the cockpit, there is a little dashboard with a lever to control it. There's another little thing over here on the side that is printed on. All these pieces on the inside are printed, which is nice. It's got a little seat and then a spot for him to put his blaster as well. So pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, I think the thing that separates this one the most from the other one is going to be the color, and then the mechanics of how the wings open and close. But the color, you know, either like it or you don't. I'm not crazy about it. I do kind of like how the blue accents the orange. It looks nice with the white as well, but definitely not my favorite color as far as X-Wings go. On the bottom of the ship, you do have these two pieces right here for the rear landing gear. You have this piece here for the front. It does go up so that when you're in flight position, you can retract that and it's not just hanging down. All right, as for the minifigs, it does come with 4 minifigs, the first of which is going to be Poe. He, of course, has his blaster. He's got the nice printing in his resistance gear there on the front, back, and pants or legs. He does come with 2 sets of head attire. You can either do him with the hair, or he has the Resistance Fighter helmet. I actually like this helmet. I like the detail on it. He also does have the 2 faces, one of more an angry and one of more happy. Go ahead and put that helmet on him so we can check that out. Yeah, so it has the blaster shield in the front. It's got the Resistance logo on top. I like the detail that that has on it. So there is Poe. Next up, we have Jannah. So Jannah obviously was featured, not for very long, but she was in episode 9. She's pretty cool, very unique minifig. No printing on the legs, but she has printing on the front and back. She carries the quiver with the arrows inside, as well as the bow and arrow. She has the cool hair, which is really, really nicely done, I think, nicely detailed, with the glasses on top. She's got the kind of a scared look on one side and just kind of a normal resting look on the other. But very unique minifig there. I think she may be exclusive to this set. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen her in any other sets. Have you, Jackson? Now, this is the first one of her that we've got, so if she's in another set, I'm not aware of what it is. But pretty cool. Next up is going to be the Knight of Ren that comes with this set. As always, the Knights of Ren always come with these really cool helmets that are very unique. I like this one as well. Again, it just has the plain black head. He comes with this little weapon as well as a blaster gun. Then he's got the printing on the front, back, and legs. But again, I think this is one, if not the only, ways that you can get this Knight of Ren is with this set. They were smart, I guess, financially anyway. They split up the Knights of Ren among several different sets so that you had to buy them all to collect all 6. And last but not least, we have R2-D2.
Same R2-D2 that we've seen for centuries.
For centuries, yeah. Same R2-D2 we've seen before, but always cool to get R2. And like we mentioned, he does fit nicely inside the back of the ship right there. And then Poe can go inside the cockpit. All right, so there it is, Poe Dameron's X-Wing fighter. As far as our pros and cons go, I do like the look of the ship. It has a nice, clean look. I really like the minifigs that it comes with. I'm happy with those. They're very unique characters, which is good. Overall, I like the way that it went together. It's a nice, strong build. Fun to play with. It's got cool mechanisms as far as opening and closing the wings. So yeah, there's plenty to like about it. The things that I don't like, it just isn't anything super new. Like I said, it's very similar. Actually, I can even pull this one off of the shelf here. Very similar to this X-Wing that I built several years ago. Not too much new as far as X-Wings go. This one does have a little bit different mechanic, as I mentioned, on the top, where you actually turn this rather than moving this back and forth. But other than that, they are very, very similar as far as look and function. So that's probably my biggest complaint, is that it is just another X-Wing in a different color. Just a couple small minor changes, but nothing too new. And you know, you kind of feel like at some point, like, how many X-Wings are they just going to make over and over and over again before they start to
we already have 3. Luke's, that one.
There's 3, and there's many more that we don't have out there. So
like the ECS one.
Yeah, the ECS one would be cool to have. But this one does also have the rubber bands on the front and back. Actually, this one doesn't have them on the front. It's just on the back. They double them up, so there's 2 per side on the back of the engines rather than having 1 on the front, 1 on the back. But it has the same spring-loaded shooters. They're just on the top rather than the bottom. It has these stud shooters.
It has the same purple color.
The purple thrust color for the engines. Yeah, same. Well, the printing on the canopy is a little bit different on this one, but I mean overall they're very, very similar. So that's probably my biggest complaint is just the originality of the set overall. And then, I'm not crazy about the orange color. I think that looks kind of silly, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I do think it has a good contrast with the blue and looks okay. Another pro that I have is that it only comes with 3 total stickers. So there's only 1 right here, and then 1 on the top of each engine that just shows a little bit of detail. But it's nice and refreshing to get a set like this that doesn't have a whole lot of stickers. It does have the printing on the inside of the cockpit on all the controls and panels, and then the printing on the canopy itself. Jackson, what are some things you like about this set?
I mean, this might be weird to you, but I pretty much like the orange.
You do?
Yeah. I think it's different from pretty much all of the X-Wings that we have, so that's what makes it cool and fun.
Yeah, it does distinguish it a little bit.
I really like how it went together. It's it was really sturdy. When I built the wings, these 2 wings, it was kind of hard. I handled it okay, so it was actually pretty fun to build. I do like all of the detail on it, like how it only has 3 stickers. Things that I don't like about it. How many more X-Wings are they gonna make? Like, at the end of the day, it's just another X-Wing, so.
I'm sure they'll keep on making them, and I'm sure we'll keep on buying them. But yeah, I mean, they just keep pumping out these X-Wings, kind of like the Luke's speeder. They've made so many of certain sets, but there's so many sets out there that we would love to see that they haven't made or remade in a really long time, which we can talk about later. But overall, it is just another X-Wing. It's a cool one to get if you don't have an X-Wing. They did release the smaller version of Luke Skywalker's X-Wing at the first of the year. I'd probably take that one over this one just because it's Luke's, but this one is cooler because it's just bigger and a little bit more detailed. But all in all, this is a good one. It's one that I would recommend getting, like I said, if you don't have one. I think I'm going to give this one an 8.4 out of 10. It just lacks a little bit of an originality, and then I'm not crazy about the color. But other than that, it's a solid set. Jackson, what do you think?
I am going to give it an 8.6. I really loved it. I think it's a cool one. I think it's a cool X-Wing to have, and if you need that Knight of Ren, you've got to get the set.
Oh yeah, don't forget the Knight of Ren if you got to have that for your 6th Knight of Ren. And then the Janna minifigure is kind of cool. Yeah, the minifigures are definitely a plus on this set. So, all right, there it is, Poe Dameron's X-Wing Fighter. Do you have it? Do you want it? What do you think of it? Comment down below. As always, like and subscribe. And until next time, keep on building.